friends, welcome to my channel Beyond Scrubs with Simran. In this video, we'll talk about how to become registered nurse in Canada. It's a great choice. Nursing is one of the most respected and rewarding careers, but how do you actually go from student to an RN? Let's break it down step by step. So the first thing is getting eligible by meeting basic requirements of completing high school with strong subjects like biology, chemistry, physics, and math. After you've done so, you can get an admission into Bachelor's of Science in Nursing program, which is usually 4 years long. Some universities, like in my case, will not let you get an admission straight out of high school. So in my case, before getting the admission into nursing, I applied to a College of Arts and Science through University of Saskatchewan to complete a 1 year of pre-professional program. The pre-professional program included courses like biology, indigenous studies, nutrition, psychology, English or philosophy, statistics, anatomy, and so on. And you need a minimum of 60% weighted average in your pre-professional year to get an admission into nursing. I think the logic behind this 1 year of pre-professional program is to prepare you for more academic courses and more high critical thinking courses such as dentistry, medicine, nursing, and I understand why they have these courses. So for example, I went through Saskatchewan as a Saskatchewan graduate. So I applied through College of Registered Nurses of Saskatchewan. So if I go open on this page, you'll see where I can apply for my registration. So this is where you have to go, license and membership, and you're gonna click on becoming a nurse in Sask, and this is gonna give you an options as to which category you fill in. I'm going to scroll down and click on nursing students and graduates within Canada. Under this, you have two options. One of them is I've recently graduated from within Saskatchewan and need to complete the NCLEX RN. And the second option is I've recently graduated from another Canadian province. So if I click on the first option, this is where you have to follow all the directions. And you can go ahead and register with CRNS and complete your initial application and pay the required fees of $294. So this $294 usually covers your nursing assessment fee as well as your NCLEX exam fees. So as you can see, my NCLEX exam fees was $130 as well as the RN assessment fee was $150 plus the tax of $14 that accumulates to $294. So once you have created your account and application and paid the required fees, you just have to wait till CRNS will send you an email that will say that you are eligible to write your exam. So I'll show you what mine looks like. So this is the email I got from CRNS, and it says that if you have not done so already, you're now eligible to register for the NCLEX RN. Once you have received that, you can go ahead and apply on this Pearson VUE website and create your account there. So I'll show you how mine looks like. So you can just simply go to this Pearson VUE website, which is listed on their website of CRNS, and you can go ahead and start for your registration process. This is where you can register online, and if you are already registered, then you can simply log in. So if you go ahead and register online, you just have to agree to all the check boxes, enter all your information, and mine probably will show up that I already have an account because I probably do, and this is where I can see that I already have an account here. So instead that you just fill out all the information and then you create your account, and then later on you will sign in with your account and start registering for the NCLEX. So I just signed in into my account, and I can see that ready to register to schedule an exam. So this is where you'll start your registration process. I am seeking license in Canada, so I'm gonna choose option 2. and then I am seeking NCLEX RN1. So I'll click on that. You check all the questions, so preferred language is English, and then you enter again all your information, so which country you're from, so you'll enter that. I'm just gonna go ahead and I'll enter Alberta, and so this is where you have to select whether you have studied in Saskatchewan or Alberta or wherever, and you'll need to find your program code, and you can simply just enter your state, province, or city, and then you'll see the universities that provide those courses. So I studied from University of Saskatchewan BSN. Program code is this, and then Saskatoon, right? So I'm gonna select that, and this is selected. Okay, which year did you graduated? I graduated in May 2022, so I'm going to enter that, and then you agree with all the policies there. Wherever you have studied and wherever you want to go work is where is the place you want to pick. So I'll just apply the College of Registered Nurse of Saskatchewan, and I will click next. This is just giving you information as to the NCLEX examination confidentiality, and you're gonna agree to all this. So here's what the final page is. So you make sure you have all the information correct. Okay, so in the description you'll see that you're applying for NCLEX RN1, which is your National Council exam. It will be in English. You'll get total 300 minutes to write this exam. I finished from University of Saskatchewan BSN, so you will enter your university here, and then the nursing regulatory body that I'm going with is the College of Registered Nurse of Saskatchewan. Total amount is $360. What taxes it comes to $378, and then you just go ahead and pay this, and then after this is done, and you'll get a receipt of NCLEX examination registration. So this is just going to show that you like paid for it and you are registered for NCLEX examination. Now we wait for the authorization to test. This is what the NCSBN will email us about when we are eligible to write. So this authorization test, they usually send it in like within 72 hours, and it gives you a period of 6 months to write your exam. You have written your NCLEX exam and you have passed it. Congratulations, you're registering your license. So wherever you want to go, whichever province you want to go, you have to look up their nursing regulatory body. So for example, in Saskatchewan it's CRNS, in Alberta it's CRNA, in Ontario it's CNO, and it's BC it's BCCNM. So wherever you want to apply. So you had already created your account initially. So all you have to do is just go back and log into that account, and you should be able to see how you can apply for your license. So if you haven't, if you don't have account signed up already, and let's say you want to go to a different province, then all you have to do is just go sign up the new account and enter all your information that they ask, and then apply for your license. With every license, you also have to get a liability insurance. So the license cost is anywhere from $500 to $650 for pretty much every province. So there are still more requirements to it. So depending on which province you are going to, sometimes they have their own provincial exam just to test whether you are familiar with the jurisdiction itself. And so for example, the CNO has their own exam. So if you go to CNO website and you're trying to apply their license, you can see the registration requirement right here, and you'll see all the requirements that you have to do. So there's a registration requirement, there's nursing education, which you already finished, your 4-year degree program. Then this is the evidence of practice, if you have practiced before. If you haven't practiced before, then all you have to do is contact your college or university, ask them to send off their transcripts to this nursing regulatory body, and ask them if they can send the NCLEX results, and then they should be able to waive this evidence of practice for you if you're a new student or if you just recently passed your NCLEX. Registration examination, which is your NCLEX, you've already passed this. This is the one I was talking about. This is the jurisprudence exam, and this exactly practices whether you are fit to understand the rules and regulations of the jurisdiction. This is where you'll transit to practice. Your English is obviously good because you have finished your schooling in Canada. If you haven't, then I think they ask for like some sort of English exam like IELTS. Then you're authorized to work, and then you have to submit your criminal record and BSc, and then your registration is in effect and you are licensed. So if we go back on this jurisprudence exam, this is what you have to pass for CNO. This is in Ontario. This was not applicable to Saskatchewan, I guess, and neither in Alberta, so that was the bonus. But if you are planning to go to the Ontario or BC, then you must look at this exam as well. So it's an open book exam. You can write anytime you want. I think you get like 30 days to write this exam. They have all the study resources, information. You submit all your criminal record check, and then you are registered in Ontario. Similarly with Alberta, I would say you start, so right now I'm just starting my RN renewal, but it was the same thing when I was doing, for the first time I was registering myself with Alberta. It was exactly the same thing. So I basically fill out my basic information, and then the payment comes, and then on top of that you have to get another liability insurance. So it's pretty much the same process when you get Alright, thanks for watching guys, and supporting Beyond Scrubs with Simran. Please do like this video if you did end up liking it, and please share and subscribe. Share it to your family, friends, or new nurses, or anybody who is having any questions regarding the NCLEX or the registration process. Please share your love and support to me, and comment down below if you have any questions, if you want to know more about any other topics, and I'll be happy to make a video on that. Thank you guys. Take care.